Welcome to another episode of the Alamo City Sportscast with Mike Jimenez and Joe Garcia. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Join the discussion as we broadcast live from beautiful West San Antonio. And remember to tip your hosts as it helps the show grow.
What's up, San Antonio? What's going on, South Texas? This is the Alamo City Sportscast coming at you, not from the west side of San Antonio, not from West Bear County. We're coming at you from the northeast side, joined by Joe Garcia. What's going on, my man?
We're on the northeast side, man. We're over here at the Cowboy destination here in San Antonio. We're at Mr. Fred Jones' bar, dude. It's a lovely place, I gotta say.
Dude, it's fantastic, man. It is the Cowboys fans' paradise over here. We are far from exit 7. We're going to have a good time today. We apologize for the delay in the show.
That was my fault.
Typically, we get going around 10 o'clock. People blame me anyway, so I will fall on that sword when it comes to it. It's my fault. But we're going to get into the show for about 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to be talking primarily about the Cowboys, man, because there's a lot going on. We're here at Cut by Jones, the garage over here. We're sitting right behind a bar that has the Party, Captain Morgan, Buffalo Trace, dude.
And a bottle of Rebecca Creek that I brought Mr. Jones here.
Exactly.
You can't show up empty-handed, man.
And by the way, it's Friday. What does that mean? It's Friday and
we don't give a damn.
We don't give a damn. We don't give a damn. It is Friday. But here's the thing, man. Lots going on in Cowboy land right now because we saw the kickoff to the preseason last night. Texans, Bears. I don't care about that game. I know a lot of people were excited about it because it's the first football action that we see, and then you see the whole change in the rule when it comes to kickoffs.
You weren't happy? You didn't touch the screen?
No, I didn't, man, because no one that played yesterday is actually going to be on any team. Okay, that was all backups of backups who played. It was like a G League basketball game.
Summer League?
It was basically, well, at least you have stars playing Summer League. Yeah, this was the practice squad going against people who are going to be cut. So I will wait until C.J. Stroud gets out there. I will wait until Caleb Williams gets out there. But watching these scrubs go out there and play doesn't do it for me. Getting closer to the NFL season, I will be pay more attention to that. But we did see the changes in the kickoff. Lame. Just lame. This is not the football that I grew up loving, man. Now we have to start everybody at the 40-yard line. You got to wait till the ball's if you're going to do an onside kick, you got to alert the other team. And then also, you have to wait till the ball gets caught to run out there, and it's a shorter distance. It's stupid, man. And you know what's going to happen? This is going to gravitate towards college. It's going to gravitate towards high school. And it is so beyond lame.
You know what we're going to do right now? We're going to gravitate towards introducing a guest that we're going to have on. Because we are having an event that we're going to talk about on Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
So we're going to have the lovely people join us from Halftime Pizza. Unfortunately, we can't hear them.
Hey, guys.
So if you could just describe what's going to be going on with the event and all that's going to be going on Saturday, 6 o'clock, Halftime Pizza. What's going on there, Ben?
Yeah, so what's going to be happening with the people over at the Halftime Pizza is we're going to do a WWE SummerSlam watch party.
Can you guys hear us?
Can you guys hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
So we're going to have a watch party at the Halftime Pizza location off the Cecil Road. It's going to start at 6 o'clock. It's going to be put on by Down for the Count, which is Brandon Medina, and also Sid Elias, that you see on Pets. We're going to be doing that on Saturday. It's going to start at 6 p.m. It is a family-friendly event. We're going to have giveaways after every match. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We look forward to hanging out with everybody, rubbing elbows with the people. Let's hear a little bit about Halftime Pizza from the owners.
Okay.
Hi, guys. Can you hear us? Hello? Hi. Hello. Can you hear us? Hello?
We're having some technical difficulties to get Mike Jimenez and Joe Garcia over at Cut by Jones. So a nice little paradise here for Cowboy fans out here.
Yes.
You know, the Cowboys, it's going to be a rough season, man. I hate to say it. It's going to be a hard season. But we're going to get into an article that was written on ESPN.com today about the Cowboys' future when it comes to the quarterback position, because Dak Prescott, entering his final season with the Cowboys, has not signed an extension. He holds all the cards, man. No trade clause, can't be franchised. He owns every single card there. Should the Cowboys just pivot? And if they do pivot, who do you pivot to? Do you pivot to Trey Lance? I don't trust Trey Lance, okay? I think Trey Lance is a scrub. Okay, so we're going to be talking about Halftime Pizza again. Our event for SummerSlam is Saturday at 6 p.m. over at Halftime Pizza. Joe, are they ready to go?
Hello, can you hear us?
All right, let's hear about Halftime Pizza.
Hi, can you hear us now? Hello? Can you hear us? Thumbs up, you can hear us? Anybody? Hello?
Okay, so we can't hear. I apologize. We're going to try to figure this out later on in the show. But, Joe, let's make it over to the show. So the Cowboys are in a very interesting position right now because right now they're going into the season with a lame duck head coach and Mike McCarthy. Final year with Mike McCarthy. Potentially the final year with Dak Prescott. And if you saw the interview that Dak Prescott gave yesterday, where Dak was basically saying that he's already focusing on the future. And it didn't sound like it was a Dallas Cowboy future. And again, the team names that get popped up as to potential destinations for Dak Prescott include the Las Vegas Raiders. I can see that happening. He would be even bigger in Las Vegas than he is in Dallas. I personally believe that. But, Joe, when you talk about the Cowboys, man, you talk about Dak Prescott potentially moving on and the pivot. There's an article on ESPN.com right now saying that the Cowboys should consider looking at Shadir Sanders and that there's chatter right now from sources telling ESPN that the Cowboys right now are looking at the NFL draft this upcoming year and thinking to themselves, we need to get a quarterback, not a quarterback in the fourth round like they got Dak Prescott, not an undrafted free agent like they got in Tony Romo, but actually spending first or second round draft capital on a quarterback. And right now I'm taking a look at the list according to NFL Draft Database.com. Some of the quarterbacks that are going to be available more than likely in the first two rounds, they include Carson Beck out of Georgia, who's the number one ranked quarterback. Shadir Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, the fourth ranked player prospect, the second ranked quarterback out there. Then you've got Jalen Milroe of Alabama, Jackson Dart of Ole Miss, and Quinn Ewers out of Texas. All five should be first round draft picks if all things hold. You know, they stay healthy, have good seasons. But Joe, you are a Cowboy fan. You are a Cowboy fan.
Yeah. I am
saying that we're going to punt this season and have the Cowboys go out and get a quarterback in the first round. When was the last time the Cowboys did this? I mean, I know they did it with Troy Aikman, right? Was it Walsh back in the day they spent a first round draft pick on?
Yeah.
It has been a while since they used a first rounder on a quarterback. Do you buy that as a strategy as a Cowboy fan for the Cowboys to pivot and say, look, we're just going to try to do what the Texans are doing, get a rookie quarterback that we get early in the draft? And would you be supportive of the Cowboys not only doing that, but getting rid of multiple picks to get the guy that they wanted?
I think that's going to be a move that Jerry and the front office are going to have to determine, man. Is that something they're going to do?
But what do you want as a fan?
As a fan, I just want a quarterback that can take us to the promised land. Are you going to find that in the draft? Possibly not. You're going to have a work in progress. Do you have that in Dak? It's proven that you don't. At the end of the day, what are you going to do? You're going to have to go ahead and get a veteran quarterback. Might not be a superstar. It can be a guy that can get the job done. Not looking flashy by any means, but Dak has proven that, in my opinion, he's not that guy. Yeah. Might be time to move on.
And he'll have all the suitors in the world out there. There will be 3 or 4 teams that are out there looking for a stud quarterback. My New Orleans Saints would love to move on from a Derek Carr to go get to a Dak Prescott. But when you look at the Cowboys right now having to get this quarterback, if they're going to go in the draft route to make it happen, one of two things needs to happen. Either they're going to win this year and give up a lot of draft capital to move up, because the quarterback position, it's a commodity, dude. It is a high price commodity that is going to be spent in the top 10. You need a top 10 pick to get the quarterback that you want. Look at this year. Look at last year with Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. They go 1 and 2. Even though they may not be the 5th or 6th best prospect in the entire draft, they are a quarterback, and that is a prime commodity. So what are the Cowboys going to do? What's the best course of action? Should Cowboy fans cheer for them to lose so that they get a draft pick down? You know, there's no lottery in the NFL, right? If you're the worst team out there, you get the number 1 overall pick. If the Cowboys go out there and get another 12-win season and are picking at number 23, 24, in order for them to move up into the top 10, they'd have to give up multiple first-round draft picks to move into the top 10. I would say that it's probably even better for them to lose this year and outright just lay an egg this year and punt on this season.
Do you trust Jerry to do the right thing, though, in the draft and draft the right player? You know how Jerry becomes enamored with these offensive threats. Instead of drafting a quarterback, you think he's going to go after a wide receiver.
Well, if the plan is
go after a quarterback, you got to do it. Again, you either have to
But
go.
Jerry, don't
You have
stick
to
to the
go.
script.
You have to go 2-15, 3-14. They got a lame duck head coach in Mike McCarthy. The
They got
idea
a lame
that,
dunk owner in Jerry Jones.
well, he'll forever be the owner. He's never going away. The day that he is no longer the GM of the Cowboys is the day that he dies. Okay.
No, his son will step in.
And
but
then
is he any better?
after that, it'll be Weekend at Bernie's. They're gonna prop him up with string, and he's gonna still be there, dude.
The son will take over.
The son will take over. But the fact of the matter is that you look at Mike McCarthy. He's a lame duck because what authority does he have in the locker room? He's in his last season there. If you don't see a future with him, and the Cowboys are not extending him, and they're not extending him for a reason, he's not going to have control of the locker room. Second thing that you have is that you have Dak Prescott, who's going to be an unrestricted free agent when it comes to it all. Can go anywhere he wants. Can always resign with the Cowboys, but why would he do that? He's already played that. He's already made his money. If the Cowboys don't extend him, why would he want to stay?
There's
Why
no
not
reason.
there's no reason.
There's no reason for him.
Be a star someplace else.
Hey, man, like we said, Las Vegas might be the move.
Dude, Las Vegas is the move. The New York Jets is a move. The New Orleans Saints is a move.
I don't think Dak wants any part of the Jets, man.
It's New York, baby.
But that's a poverty-ass franchise, though,
It's
man.
a poverty-ass. Well, no. Backtrack.
They got Aaron Rodgers, but he's already on the last leg, dude.
Aaron Rodgers played like 6 plays last season.
Dude, he played one, not even a full quarter.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a weird injury.
No, that's old man. Father time's undefeated.
Aaron
Aaron Rodgers is done.
Dak Prescott just turned 30. He's not facing.
How old is
Father
Aaron
time.
Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers is like 41.
Yeah, he done.
Right, but the Jets, all what the Jets have around them, from Breece Hall.
Jets
and all
have
that
a
stuff.
great defense. But
No, the
their
Jets have
offense-
offensive weapons, dude.
when they want to.
No,
They're not
now.
consistent. They're not
No,
consistent.
they had no quarterback. They had the freaking MILF Hunter going out there throwing
Bro,
passes
you have
last
these
year.
receivers. I understand you've had the quarterback issue, right? You had no problem, no issue. You had to play with what you got. But at the end of the day, the Jets just have proven that they're just not a very consistent team.
Well,
They're
Aaron
good on
Rodgers
defense.
got hurt, but dude, you got Garrett Wilson, who was a first-round draft pick. He's a badass. You have Mike Williams, who's a good player. You have Tyler Conklin. You have Alan Lazard. They've got some talent out there to catch the ball. And Breece Hall might arguably be a top 5 running back in the league. If you're in fantasy football, he's going to go in the first round. They have the talent there. You put a Dak Prescott with the Jets, and you have all that talent around them. And dude, I mean, I would imagine they'd be a 10-win team at least.
You're going to put some respect on Dakota Rain Prescott's name?
The problem with Dak is that he needs everything to fall into place. He's a very polarizing guy because Dak, I mean, let's just be honest with you.
He's built for the regular season.
He's Chris Paul, isn't he? Right? Built for the regular season, but not the playoffs. But the fact of the matter is that the Cowboys are going to let him go, or he's going to walk away. And Cowboy fans, half of them are going to be happy, half of them are going to be pissed. But what's going to happen at that point? You know, our Cowboy fans, it has been a long time since 1996, man. Long time since 1996. We're coming up on 30 years of mediocrity, not even making the Super Bowl, not even making the conference championship. It's been that long. For
20
Cowboy
plus
fans,
years.
For Cowboy fans, it's almost 30. For Cowboy fans to sit there and go, we're going to do what's best for the franchise, but we're going to take a backseat 3 years in a row. That's a tough pill to swallow, man.
I'm going to ask Mr. Jones a question here. You can just nod to me. Regardless of the record, regardless of what happens with this team, you're going to be a diehard Cowboy fan forever, right?
You know,
live and breathe, silver and blue.
If the Cowboys are going to get a quarterback in the draft, and it's a top quarterback, whether it be that dude from Georgia or that dude from Texas, Quinn Ewers, you're going to need to be in position to make that happen. You need to be in the top 6. I mean, look at McCarthy, who got drafted by the Vikings, right? Because Kirk Cousins went away. McCarthy was not considered to be a top 30 prospect. Harbaugh talked him up. He got picked like number 6 in the draft. And that guy's like the 4th or 5th best quarterback in the draft. You have to move up to get there. So how do you get there? You get there. How did CJ Stroud become a Texan? What were they, 3-14?
Yeah, man. They have to go ahead and tank.
You need to tank like you wouldn't believe to get that quarterback. Or you go in, You F around, you fart around, you win 8 or 9 games, you win 10 or 11 games. Suddenly you're picking 20.
So
You're going to have to give up 2 or 3 first rounders in future years to move up into the top 6.
So you're saying Jerry should do a Brian Wright?
Should do a Brian Wright, baby.
Get those picks?
Well, shit, they may already be doing it right now. Who's their RB1? Zeke Elliott? Zeke Elliott's your RB1. You can't tell me that this team is about winning right now when Ezekiel Elliott, who has had declining stats year after year after year after year after year, Father Time, he says undefeated. Father Time went up to him and shook his hand at 25, dude.
I'm noticing here in Mr. Jones's man cave, we don't see any Zeke Elliott stuff.
That is true. We have every Cowboy legend known to man. I mean, I'm looking at Randy White.
The great Troy Aikman.
I'm looking at Ed Too Tall Jones and Novacek and,
the playmaker, man.
Playmaker. Everybody who's worn 88. Pearson, Irvin. We see it all here. But the thing is that you take a look at this wall. So we're over at Cuts by Jones, his personal bar that he has over here. It's been a long time since we've seen what's the most recent player that we've had on here? These are all legends, but it's been a while, man. It's been a while. Hey, new rules going on right now in the NFL. Did you see that they're tinkering with the preseason right now of having GPS determine first down?
That is
no more chain gang.
No.
Okay,
man,
so
the chain
gang's gonna exist this season. But you know how baseball was tinkering with the idea of the pitch clock?
Yeah.
And they did it in the minors, and then they brought it up a couple of years later, and then it's now a thing. I went to the Astros game, a week ago against the Dodgers, and you see the pitch clock there. No different than when you go to the Missions game. But now the idea of having the chain gang go away, the 75-year-old man with white hair going out there with the chains, trying to measure. It's the stupidest thing.
It's tradition, man.
It is stupid. GPS exists. And dude, we see all the time, the pulling of the chain, all that stuff. Dude, we've seen before. We saw this in NFL games where it's obviously they're 3 links short and they're giving them a first down.
Hey, man, that's what makes it part of having the home field advantage.
F that, man. F that.
If it was the Saints and they needed that home field advantage,
the Saints got screwed over on that pass interference call that never happened. No,
if it wasn't a catch, it was no call.
Wasn't a catch.
If it was no catch, it was
did
no
not
call.
catch that ball, dude.
No catch, no call.
You know what? If you have no horse in the game, Dez did not catch the ball. It didn't happen. It was so funny because I remember watching that game. That play was about a decade ago. I remember where I was when I was watching it, and I was like, "Wow, that was a great catch." And then I saw the replay, and I was like,
and it was still a great catch.
You know what? 4 half catches don't equal 1 full one, dude.
That was a catch, dude. But the definition of the term has been changed because after that, the NFL had a ruling.
It was
a new rule.
And even still to this day, they say that they've changed that rule, but really they're going by the rule that they screwed Dez over on. In a world of common sense, it was a catch. But in the rules of the rule book,
in the terminology of the football world, it was not.
Yeah, it just wasn't. And it's bizarre because you need to have possession of the ball, 2 feet, all that stuff. He caught it. He did. But it was the possession aspect of it all. He caught the ball but didn't possess it. That's the point I was trying to make.
And what happened with the Saints?
Oh, the guy got bum rushed and there was no foul called. Jeez, man.
But who were they playing?
They were playing the Rams.
No, where were they playing?
Not sure. Sam Salinas.
Your hate for the Cowboys is strong.
I don't
let it flow through you, Mike.
Okay, so first of all, and I hate to say this, okay, I was a big time Cowboy hater for many years, and you mentioned that you listened to my old show back in the day. I was a big time Cowboy hater, right? Because my favorite team is the Saints. My second favorite team is whoever plays the Cowboys, right? But my hate for the Cowboys has gone away a little bit because, and it's not that I don't hate the Cowboys necessarily. It's the fact that it's been so long that I'm starting to feel empathy for Cowboy fans. Cowboy fans, the number 1 team, marquee team in the NFL, should not go 30 years without sniffing a conference championship. Like that is Cowboys outrageous.
Are the Lakers of the NFL, man.
Right, and the Lakers and the Celtics, the Yankees, the Dodgers, those leagues are better when those teams are relevant. Right,
the league is better when the Cowboys are relevant.
But the thing is that the Cowboys aren't doing anything to make a Super Bowl team. They're just there to be relevant. Like, they're happy with 12-5 and getting bounced in the first round. Jerry Jones is excited about that. He gets to sell a crap ton of T-shirts and a crap ton of merch.
Oh, Jerry's concerned about the wrong thing. What does he say all the time? And in his press conferences, oh, we're number one when it comes to ticket sales. We're number one when it comes to merch sales. Well, you know what? If you're all in, instead of focusing on that, put a team out there that's worth the shit.
Well, the problem is, Joe, is that they're the Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones are acting as though it's 1996 still. You see, back in the day when there was no salary cap, it was an arms race. You had the Cowboys, you had the Niners, you had the Bills, and they would spend so much money. And guess what? The teams with the most money won.
The Bills, they went to the dance. They just never won.
And they lost. The teams that spent the most won. No different than the NFL, the Major League Baseball right now. When you see the Yankees and Dodgers always winning, the Astros always win because they spend the most money. No crap. You spend the most money, you get the best players, you're going to win. Salary cap gets instituted midway through the Cowboys run. The Cowboys made all those Super Bowls because of the Herschel Walker trade and excellent drafting.
And you know what?
But they never adapted.
They made those plays, or they made the plays that they needed to do to get into the big dance, to get to the Super Bowl. They had other steep competition in front of them. The 49ers rivalry, that was real, dude. The 49ers and the Cowboys hated each other's guts.
And the Cowboys went and got some Niner players. They got Charles Haley. They got Deion Sanders. Yeah. You know, they were raiding each other's kitchen. But you take a look at the Cowboys, what they've done the last 10 or 15 years, it's disappointing. They don't treat their free agents well, dude. They really don't. They don't.
Jerry don't want to pay.
They don't want to pay. They say, well, we'll pay you when it's time to be earned, or when you earn your keep, or when you earn your pay. And then when it comes time to it, guess what they're going to do? They franchise tag your ass.
How much Jerry paid for that yacht?
You do know that CeeDee Lamb is going to be franchise tagged, right? They're not going to extend his ass.
Jerry bought a new yacht. How much did he pay for that yacht?
But that has nothing to do with the salary cap.
But I'm saying he can have money to shell out for a yacht. At the end of the day, you got to have money for everything else.
No, you can't overspend, because you can't spend yacht money.
But this is what I'm trying to get at, right?
I mean, Jerry, he's spending money on Arkansas's basketball team right now.
But Jerry said this when he talked to the media, right? He said, being a billionaire, right? There's things that in life that I just can't afford. He's trying to set everybody up because he's saying, like, well, I like Dak, I might not be able to afford him. Well, he's going to have to let him walk.
If you want to make the argument that he's not worth 60, that's an argument to be had. That is an argument to be had. I mean, you look at the Houston Texans right now paying CJ Stroud $9 million. The luxury of them having to pay him just $9 million, no different than the Bengals when they made the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow. That is a path right there. But you've got to then spend the money on free agents, and that's something the Cowboys don't do. So the Cowboys go out there and get a Shadur Sanders, right? They go out there and they get a Quinn Ewers in the draft. Are they really going to spend the money wisely with what they're saving?
They get somebody on a rookie deal, quarterback that comes out and proves that he can, take the team and lead them. You get him on a rookie deal. What are you going to do? You're going to have to spend that money to surround him with weapons.
But are they going to? But it reminds me of the Spurs. When the Spurs have all this cap space, we hear, right? And half the time, what do? They re-up Vassell. They re-up Keldon. They re-up Zach Collins. They re-up Julian Champagnie. They re-up Mamu. It's like we have all this cap space, but it's all like hypothetical cap space. If you're going to do something with it, do something with it. The Cowboys save money on Dak. All they're going to do is give a raise to CD. All they're going to do is give a raise to Micah Parsons. Yeah. There's not going to be an influx of people coming in because they saved money on Dak. It's already allocated to existing players. That's the problem. They're screwed unless they do something when it comes to trades or free agency. Yeah. They cannot draft their way to a Super Bowl, is what I'm saying. Julian Champagnie is coming back to the Spurs, by the way. I don't know if you saw that.
Your son?
God, he's going to get paid to do cardio again.
You're not going to get a Champagnie jersey?
Dude.
Come on. We still got to get Steph Collins jersey.
I see so many people on Spurs Twitter who are like celebrating Champagnie as being back. Are we watching the same player? Dude, you and I went to a few games together. Yeah. We saw Champagnie out there, and we were like, he looked like a deer in headlights, man. He was just wandering the basketball court, doing absolutely nothing.
I don't know why they even spend money on him, dude. They just bringing him back for what? A gentleman's agreement?
I don't know.
Is that what it is between him and Pop?
It's got some dirt.
Him and Pop did the gentleman's agreement again.
They're going to go share some wine.
It's weird to me that the Spurs let all these players go, and then they're like, "Oh, you know what? We're going to go ahead and bring you back on one-year deals."
Right.
Why?
Because they can have that mythological cap space that never gets spent. You know, because whose contract is going to be up this year, right? You're going to have Champagne's on a 1-year deal.
CP3,
CP3 is on a 1-year deal.
Barnes still has
Barnes
about
has a couple of years.
couple of years left, yeah.
A couple of years. So, I mean, some of it's going to come back. But again, what are the Spurs going to do with it? They're going to re-sign their own guys. Because Sohan is going to be due for an extension. Not this season, but the season after
How
next.
much you think he's worth?
Sohan is probably in today's dollars, not the dollars 2 years from now. Sohan's probably worth about 12 today, about 18 then.
Okay,
And
he's
they're
a role
paying
player.
They're paying him 5 now, so think about that.
He's a role player, like you said. He's never gonna
never be
go
a
to the
star.
superstar. You know, he's
He'll
a
be
role
starter.
player.
He'll
But
never
you
be a
need
star.
role players in order to win.
Yeah, but how much money are you going to be spending on them? Because at some point, Wemby's going to be making $75 million a year.
As a financial advisor, you're gonna say Sohan's a bad investment.
It depends on who you have around him. It's like Derek White. I've said this before about Derek White. Derek White on a very good team is a very good player. He makes a good team great. He makes a great team legendary.
Look at what he's doing with the Olympics.
But right, exactly. But you put Derek White on the Spurs of 2 years ago, he ain't gonna do crap.
you put him on the Spurs of today, what do you think's gonna happen?
They'll be a 500 team.
They'll be all right.
They'll be all right. He makes teams a little bit better, right? But the thing is that Sohan as a 1 option or a 2 option on a team, he ain't that guy. He ain't the 3 option either. But you make Sohan the 4 option or the 5, I can live with that.
Sohan shells out when you go to the games.
Oh, I know. It's like
He
knows
sees
I'm
you
there.
in the crowd, dude.
He sniffs me out.
Yeah. He's like, that's the guy that's always talking shit about me.
So we got $9.99
$10 super chat coming on in
from Tex-Mex Frank.
from Tex-Mex Frank. What's he saying?
Photo Tex-Mex Frank.
He said, "Things Mike hates, the Hano music and Dallas Cowboys. I do not see any revenue seller invitations in this future."
So Tex-Mex Frank for a $9.99 super chat says that things that I hate include the Hano music and the Dallas Cowboys, and that no carne asada meals or
Do you
cookouts are in my
hate
future.
being Mexicano?
Why would I hate that?
You don't like Tejano music, bro?
Well, dude, just because I'm Mexican
you don't
American
like the
doesn't mean I like
grito?
the Hano.
You don't like the grito?
Oh,
Hey,
dude,
my daughter was on Shelly Lattis's San Juan.
dude, Shelly Lattis.
She's the GOAT, man, here in San Antonio. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it just wasn't my thing. Don't be wrong. I used to dance to it from time to time because if a hot girl wants to dance to Tejano music, you just got to make that shit happen.
I'm telling you, dude, you'd be a dead ringer for Raulito for Halloween, dude.
Dude, I've lost 20
Do the little
pounds.
shuffle.
Dude. Maybe 20 pounds ago, but I am the lowest I've been in about 2 years, dude. So all those
No Raulito.
all those memes are of me. That's old school.
They're gonna
man.
have to
What-
update it.
yeah, what's that phrase? Well, you got to bring up old shit.
No, my God.
Mexican Junior is asking you that Jimenez doesn't like Grupo Más. This is a flawed take.
Okay,
He doesn't like Ram,
Junior
none of
asked
that,
the question.
dude.
Well, I don't even know who any of them are. If you were to play any of their music, I know Selena, I know Emilio back in the day.
Okay, I'm just trying to.
There you go. There you
Grupo
go.
Más,
I don't know who the hell they are. All I know is all the songs have the beat of dum bum 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 bum, and then it ends with something very racial. It just goes ching ching at the end, man. That's how every
Hombre.
Tejano song goes.
Man, if you're in Market Square and you're there and you're vibing, dude, it's a vibe to be at Market Square listening to Tejano music, getting you something to drink, you're getting some tequila because you're Mexicano. I mean, it's part of your cultura, dude. You can't help but move your foot.
Dude, I mean, I do
Come
tequila.
on.
Dude, you know what? It's so funny, man. I like, if I'm drinking, I'll listen to any music,
Even
right?
Tejano.
If there's hot girls out the see, the
Ah.
problem, okay, if we're at Rosedale Park, right? And if you know, you know, and there ain't no eye candy out there, I don't want to listen to any Tejano. But if you go to like any place where there's hot girls at and Tejano music's being played, I'll sit and watch.
Okay,
I'll sit and watch.
We have a $4.99
$4.99 super chat coming on in.
from Mario Cavazos.
Mario Cavazos.
Mario.
It says, "So Mike can rub his belly live on air and sing the first line of Como la Flor."
Oh, have you? I'm not going to sing Como la Flor. Well, although I did see that TikTok where they're selling T-shirts for Kamala Harris, and it says Kamala la Flor.
I know, dude. You're gonna buy the shirt. You know, I don't even know if have you ever gone to like a lowrider?
Yeah.
Like outing, you know, like car show and stuff.
Yeah, I mean they have some on Petranco and 151 all the time.
Camargo Park.
Camargo Park. I've been to one at Camargo Park. I've been Traders Village has them before. Yeah, I've
You've
gone
gotten in the lowrider.
Did I get in a lowrider? I don't think I got in a lowrider, but that's all I'm bound.
I'm surprised you're not saying it's too ethnic for you,
dude. Like I said, if there's alcohol involved, I'm perfectly fine.
Man.
Now, I will say this though, I've only gone to that in the fall because it's too damn hot to do that shit in the summer. I ain't gonna do that in the summer. I'm an indoor dog.
The lowrider's part of the cultura, dude. It's part of the culture.
What was that wrestler again? I forgot his name. That would go in with the lowrider.
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero. That's right. Sorry, I was gonna say the wrong name.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, dude, that was good times, but that was some showmanship right there.
You know what? I wonder what you would look like with the mullet, dude, like Elias has.
With a mullet?
Yeah, the Mexican mullet, like Eddie Guerrero had the mullet, dude.
Dude, I gotta keep it high and tight, baby. High and tight.
No,
gotta show the ears at all time, man.
You can't have a mullet being a financial
Yeah, you can't.
guy, you know.
You can't, man.
You can't go golfing with the guys doing that.
Oh, I know. Well, I don't do the golfing thing anymore to get clients. Most of my clients right now, to be honest with you, are very well paid blue and gray collar people. You know,
Nice.
So that's the most. So they work out in the.
You just golf for
chemicals
fun
and
now
oil
with
fields.
pleasure.
With
you know?
pleasure, yeah. By the way, if you need any financial advice, you know, we talk about investments.
What's the number?
210-508-0369. 210-508-0369. Dude, I mean, I had a client today move over 100,000 a day.
Nice.
New client. That's nice. Did it before coming out over here.
And also, they can go to you if they need any type of life insurance.
Life insurance,
That's always
disability,
big.
long-term care, all of that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I am that dude.
Yeah, and also we got to go ahead and give a shout out since we're here on the subject to our friends over at MCS General Contracting. If you want to go ahead and get anything done as far as a parking lot, you need a deck. You even need a what do you call that? Your landing. You know that you have on the side of your home. You need to give
they did a good job, man.
Chris Leha a call over at MCS General Contracting because if you want it done right, you call MCS General Contracting. We're not saying they're going to be the cheapest, but they're going to be the best.
Yeah, that's right. And also Jeff Garcia Locked on Spurs, Ken's 5. As of yesterday, was 8 subscribers away from 5,000. Are we going to celebrate Jeff Garcia right now?
Maybe we should do a combo show, us celebrating 1,000 and him celebrating 5.
That's what I'm talking about here. Let me see here. He is 3 short.
It's not bad.
3 short of 5,000. Very, very nice. Mike Jimenez, Joe Garcia, we're over at
Fred Jones.
Fred Jones. Cut by
Cowboys
Jones.
Man Cave.
Dude, some of the things that he has on here. What's that? Oh,
right
there.
there. You can go
So-
follow him
so-
on Twitter, man, on the X.
So some of these things that he has on here are these cuts of wood.
He makes those by hand.
It's amazing. And what's great about him is that he says that when he goes and gets an autograph from somebody, he makes one for himself that he wants them to autograph. And in thanks for the autograph, he goes and gives them one.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
And he's got tons of photos of these people who've come out and said, man, thank you so much for this. You're giving me a gift. And not only is it a gift, it's a badass gift. It's something that you display. And he was saying that, who did you say? Tony Dorsett and Michael Irvin, I believe, keep them in their office because it was like a big old thank you for them. So it's very nice, man. So I see some from, Novacek and from Bob Lilly and all the Cowboy legends, all the Cowboy greats of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Badass. It's a really good thing. And he's also done some Spurs ones for as well that we've done giveaways on as well. So we're looking forward to that, man. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're going to have a giveaway too that we're going to be giving out. We have some stuff to be given out. And you know what? If you want to go ahead and give some things away, man, let's go ahead and show people. Is this one of the things? Yep. Right here.
Oh,
The chain, man.
Oh, this is a meme ready to happen.
Put it on. Hey, you want to be gangster, man.
That's all right.
Gangster Mike. That's one of the things we're going to be giving away today, right?
Dude, this is badass.
Hey, if you want to go ahead and win this, man, do us a favor. Go ahead and make sure that you're subscribed to us for one. And also make sure you go and follow our good friend here, Cuts by Jones on the X. If you go ahead and follow him and you follow Cuts by Jones, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put out a little post, man. So we're gonna make it fun. We'll go ahead and put the picture of the chain in there as well, and we'll wind up giving that out. But here's the kicker: we're gonna go ahead and put this up on Mr. Jones's X handle. We'll go ahead and retweet that, and you all just have to go ahead and comment underneath that post that we're gonna put out there, and tell us why you think you deserve to be walking around with this chain. What makes you a worthy Spurs fan? And we'll go ahead and pick a winner on Monday. We'll put him on the wheel. The spinning wheel is going to be powered by Mr. Jones here.
That's
Touched
awesome.
by Jones.
That's awesome. And speaking of Spurs merch, at the Rock of La Cantera, they're going to be opening up a Spurs merchandise store, very similar to the Cowboys store that they have at the Star in Frisco.
Nice, very nice.
And in fact, today on Locked On Spurs, Jeff Garcia has Jordan Mandelkorn, the Spurs Associate VP of Marketing, talking about what Spurs fans can expect when they go to the Rock at La Cantera and visit the Spurs memorabilia shop over there.
Nice, dude. I know you're going to probably go out there and buy some nice stuff, man.
Oh, dude, most definitely, man.
That Champagne jersey, dude.
I can't, dude. I can't with Champagne.
Yeah, but we do got to go ahead and get, like I keep saying, Chicana Fuerte here, Steph, she needs a Collins jersey. Me and Rick have already been talking about that. We need to get her the Collins jersey, and she needs to get it signed by her dude.
And Collins' contract starts now.
But he gets chiflao, dude, every time she goes to the game.
He's smitten.
He gets him. He think he's scared, dude. He gets red on the face.
Well, I mean, Chicana Fuerte is a little bit intimidating. She's got
she told him
she's got the doe eyes.
She tells him, I would cook for you. I would rub the Vicks on you.
Yeah, that's right. With the Vicks.
But he gets embarrassed, dude. He gets red, gets bashful.
I know.
Rick's always saying it's funny when he sees it.
I know. He gets all SWV. He gets all weak in the knees. He can hardly speak. He loses all control, and something inside of him.
That's one thing that we're going to have to do. We're going to have to go ahead and get the group together here so we can go ahead and do some karaoke, man, because I want to see what Mike can really do, man. He's always telling us he's got the pipes. I want to see it.
I got the pipes and I got the game, apparently, allegedly. We got to wind things down a little bit, but man, it's been awesome in here. It's a great experience to come out and be with supporters of the show. You can support the show a variety of different ways. We've done the super chat, so thank you so much to all the super chats. Mario Cavazos, and who was the other one that gave us super chat? It was
Tex-Mex
Frank. Drew show earlier this week as well. That's amazing. That keeps the show going. Going to our events, like we had the draft party over at
the halftime pizza
at Pete's place.
Oh yeah,
halftime pizza. We got to get the party going. We got to do it before school starts. I think we got to get it going maybe in the next week or so.
Yeah, definitely.
To celebrate the 1,000 before the summer comes to a close. And then also the merch that we have on our YouTube channel. We go to our YouTube channel, and on there's our shop over there. We've seen Tex-Mex Frank wear the gear. Mario Cavazos, I've worn the gear. Yeah. I wore it to Minute Maid Park.
That's nice.
For the Astros-Dodgers game last week, so more and more people are coming around buying it. MCS General Contracting has the merch as well. It's good times.
Good times, man. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you boys on Monday, but we're going to run that little giveaway here by Fred Jones here. So we're going to make sure that you go ahead and follow him, and we'll go ahead and claim a winner on Monday. We're going to spin the wheel.
Nice.
All right. So that's about all the time we have for today's episode. We're out. Remember, it's Friday. We don't give a damn. Be safe out there. We'll see you on Monday.
Have a great weekend. Be safe.